Somewhere in my many books on my bookshelf here, I have a book called Scooby Doo's Guide to Life. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of those books you would have seen in like a Scholastic book fair catalog thing if you were a 90s kid. I don't know if they still do those at schools anymore, but that's how I got several of the Garfield books I own in Garfield's Pet Force books. Many Garfield books that I got were ordered through Scholastic Book Fair catalog things I'd get in elementary school. But let me see if I can find Scooby-Doo's Guide to Life. Oh, well, I don't know if I've ever shown this on stream. I went to the Nintendo store, I don't know, in August or September, and I got this little tanooki Mario. Yeah. It's funny because, do I have... Oh, here we go. I had this Garfield doll when I was really young. And, well, this is a replacement. The original is gone. As a kid, I thought, the tail Garfield had here and Raccoon Mario's tail. I know this is Tanuki soup, but I'm talking about when Mario's just in his regular raccoon form with just the ears and tail. Like, I thought the tails looked similar as a kid. I should find my Scooby Doo book, wherever it is. It's weird. I'm seeing like a bunch of old books I haven't looked at in years. Well, I guess maybe I could do some book nostalgia. I don't know if anyone ever remembered these books. Horrible Histories. I had 6 of them. 2 of them are missing. The ones I'm missing are Groovy Greeks and Measly Middle Ages. I was surprised to learn that there's also a TV series, and it's basically they do a bunch of bizarre skits and in live action, and it's basically live action versions of the strange cartoons they have in these books. But my favorite one was Measly Middle Ages, just because there's a section where it explains in cartoon form how the serfdom system worked, going from the peasants to the king, and basically for each level, the peasants, the serfs, the knights, the king and queen, it's like everyone's on the bottom saying how much they have it bad, and then the women are like, we have it even worse. Finally, you get to God himself, and he's like, I am God. I thought I made all men equal. My friend here shall, sort things out. And then God's friend, quote unquote, is the Grim Reaper, and he's like, I am death. They're all equal as far as I'm concerned, but I will give them the plague and teach them a lesson or something. And basically, peasants then became valuable because they kept dying from the plague. As a kid, I just found that fucking hilarious, seeing God be an asshole sending the Grim Reaper on people. My first exposure to blasphemous humor that isn't just people saying, God damn it, in a movie or something. And then later on in the book, a medieval teacher complaining about how insolent and disobedient children are when in schools. And then Deary, the author, is like, as you can see, not much has changed. And then they show a cartoon of a modern classroom with the Grim Reaper as the teacher. And he's like, do as I tell you or die. And he has a ruler or something that he swishes. And I also found this book, Y2K9, The Dog Who Saved the World. The thing I remember about this book is that it's about a dog who, talks to friends online, and then he uncovers some sort of... I'm trying to remember, some sort of weird plot with the villain, but kind of the first time it teaches you that people you talk to online aren't going to be, who you think they are in real life, because... Spoilers for a 25-year-old book or something? But the dog, meets his friends, and then, one of them poses a bodybuilder in instant message, but then finds out he's actually just a chubby schlub or something. And his online friends are just surprised to discover that who they thought they were talking to online was really just a dog that knows how to use a computer somehow. I should try and find the Scooby Doo book. That's what I was looking for. This is interesting to look at. The Howliday Inn books. This is where what's the name of this rabbit again? Bunicula? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's I remember there was a revival and in animation and furries liked it or something, and you can sometimes find Bunicula? I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but you can find the vampire rabbit as people's avatars. This is the originals, though. Alan Daniel, I like his last name. The illustrator. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking forever to find this Scooby-Doo book. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh, I should probably also pull out a second book I have up here on my bookshelf. Here we go, finally. Scooby-Doo's Guide to Life. There's a recipe for Scooby snacks somewhere in here. And I was thinking, what if I did a stream where I made that recipe in the kitchen? I think it's they taste like butterscotch or something. Oh, here we go. screen cap this, as fast as you can, because once I close the book, I'll have to kill you all, because this is like top secret information. Yeah, the Hanna-Barbera ninjas will come and get me. I also have another Guide to Life book, Miss Piggy's Guide to Life. This is like a weird... Oh, God. Shit, this book is falling apart, but it's like got a bunch of bizarre humor with Miss Piggy and the other Muppets, and this is an interesting page that I thought was interesting. Miss Piggy's 10 Beauty Commandments. I thought these were hilarious as a kid. Maybe I'll read them. Should I try and imitate Miss Piggy's voice? With so many... I can't do it. I'll just read it normally. With so many different kinds of cosmetics and so many different types of coloring, shading, and toning that can be achieved by using them, there simply is no one correct makeup method. What's right for moi may not be right for you. For example, you probably use a little less ear liner. However, what is wrong for moi is definitely wrong for you too. Consult my 10 tone commandments. If you avoid these makeup sins, chances are your appearance will be heavenly. 1. Never use yellow lipstick. Is this supposed to be like putting lipstick on a pig or something? It's just kind of a random commandment. 2. Never put anything on your face that comes in a can. 3. Never purchase beauty products in hardware stores. 4. Never color your teeth. 5. Never put flowers in your nose. That might be funny for Japanese people because in Japanese, hana can mean either flower or nose. It's a homonym. Although if you write it in kanji, people will know what you mean. 6. Never put anything blue on your cheeks. 7. Never use anything that stinks, stings, or stains. 8. Never use anything that makes you cry, sneeze, look old, or turn red and bumpy. 9. Never braid your eyelashes. 10. Never powder your tongue. Yeah, like my tongue is, I don't know, utterly hideous. I need to put, a lot of powder on it to make it look really nice. And yes, it actually says ear liner. I don't know if it was visible, but it actually does say ear liner there, not eyeliner. And we also have Gonzo in drag here. I mean, years before Muppet Babies had Gonzo depicting him as gender non-binary or something, we have Gonzo doing something that the fundamentalists running the Trump administration would say is corrupting your children. I thought this book was hilarious as a kid. There's also a section on dieting, like a whole week of recipes. Sunday, small quiche appetizer. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ravioli with French fried potatoes, chocolate cake a la mode, very large cola drink. Well, it goes on and on for the whole week. Friday, grapefruit juice, a smidgen of Kermie's onion rings, tuna fish salad, just a morsel or two of Kermie's hamburger, sliced tomatoes, a few more nibbles of Kermie's French fries, fresh fruit, a couple tiny bites from Kermie's peach pie, iced tea, a dainty swallow of Kermie's milkshake. And then the Saturday night splurge. Splurge. That was something that confused me. I had no idea what a splurge is. Oh yeah, and then there's a section on exercise. So she has a section on dieting and a section on food. And a recipe for Chinese banquet. Dial 555-6780. I'm not sure if I'm going to get in trouble for reading out a number in this book, even though it's made up. 2. Give order. 3. No MSG, please. 4. Ask for extra fortune cookies. 5. Give name and address. 6. Get purse out. Note the noodle dishes are terrible. No deliveries after 10 p.m. Okay, that's a bit strange. There's a lot of very interesting pictures here. There's Miss Piggy as, I don't know, looking like she's from out of the movie Legally Blonde. Let me put that book away. I haven't read that book in years. But I always loved those 10 beauty commandments. Even though, I'm a guy and I wouldn't normally wear makeup. Still, it's just the idea of, is yellow lipstick really that unappealing? I guess, I don't know. Maybe in some people's minds it looks like someone pissed on your lips. Personally, I think Miss Piggy would rather go out for Chinese where it's more elegantly served. Yeah, I mean, that book's from, the 80s or 90s? So, it's not going to have references to, Uber Eats or whatever. Let me put these books away. Last Saturday was the No Kings thing. And I missed the No Kings. I don't remember when the first one was. June? May? I don't remember. But this time I made sure to be there. And I made 2 little signs just with my Copic markers. really simple one, No Kings 2025. And then, why does Trump release Santos but not the Epstein files? I kind of ran out of space to write files. This I did like the day before was when George Santos got like clemency or whatever. So I just decided to, I don't know, be relevant. And the local news actually mentioned this in one of their articles, which was pretty neat. I was in Rasputin's a while ago and I got like one of Jello's spoken word albums, High Priest of Harmful Matter. This is his second spoken word album where he talks about the Frankenchrist trial, where the Dead Kennedys album Frankenchrist came with an R-rated poster by H.R. Giger. I don't think I want to say the name of the poster on stream. The poster is on the Wikipedia page for Frankenchrist, and it is explicit, so don't look at it if you're easily offended or something. Alternative Tentacles, his record company, got sued, and he managed to win the case, though. I think the way he put it, it's like they won the battle but lost the war, technically, but it's very interesting to listen to, and the album cover is pretty wild. I don't remember if I bought this at the same time or separately, but this is another one of his spoken... Actually, Okay, this one I bought maybe a year ago or something, but this is his fourth spoken word album, Beyond the Valley of the Gift Police. Kind of a mock Disney scene. It's very strange, but this has one of my favorite monologues of his called Eric Meets the Moose Diarrhea Salesman, which is basically his autobiography. And then his fifth spoken word album, If Evolution is Outlawed, Then Only Outlaws Will Evolve. A parody of the line, If Guns Are Outlawed, Then Only Outlaws Will Own Guns. It's from 1999 because he mentions Marilyn Manson and Columbine, I think. I don't know, what if I made some album covers that look, well, I could, if I wanted to. The Disneyland, that one's a painting. Let me check. Is this a Winston Smith collage or something? Oh, I like when they come with all these gigantic posters. Somewhere here. Sleeve concept, yeah, artwork Winston Smith. This is more of a Winston Smith's collages. Dedicated to the memory of Julie Boucher and Clive Bale. I'm going to guess Julie Boucher is Jello's mother, or I don't know, some family member, because for those of you who don't know, his real name is Eric Boucher. Hence why he has his autobiography is called Eric Meets the Moose Diarrhea Salesman. What if I made, I don't know, some sort of artwork kind of like these? Well, I think these are collages or something, but it's I could make something crazy with all these magazines I have that I bought and not really done anything with. Elvis's Deal with the Devil, exposed 50 years later. Priscilla killed Lisa Marie. Well, two Elvis-related tabloids. But I don't know. I was thinking maybe cutting out words or pictures and making something really bizarre. What if I was to listen to one of these on stream? I don't know if it'd break copyright or something, but then as I'm listening, maybe I look up some of the things Jello talks about, just to be this was the context in which he was speaking about these events. Plus, this is a bunch of, I think he recorded this in 1989, and then these are recorded in the 90s. So a lot of the news events he talks about with the first Bush administration and the Clinton administration, it's stuff I wouldn't remember. I used to have another one of his spoken word albums, I think his third one, called I Blow Minds for a Living, and it has a hand coming out of a toilet. Years before Skibbity Toilet became a meme, but I had to give that one back because one of the CDs was defective and didn't work, unfortunately. I have a bunch of celebrity tabloid magazines here, just I haven't had an idea of to do a cutout collage similar to this thing I did. Yeah, I want to do some sort of follow-up. I found some things that say sex hex, and I was thinking of juxtaposing very strange phrases or images together to make something bizarre. When I did the it was a collage thing with Winston Smith back in February. He had a bunch of really old magazines from the 50s and 60s. There were a lot of interesting things, bizarre advertisements. Those are where I got those cutouts. There was a particular celebrity face that I really liked. This bizarre looking face. Kanye's Psycho Ward Meltdown. I think that's something I cut out from one of the tabloids I had, but I have a few Kanye things. The weird sex hex thing. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Oh, and on the back side it says, a witch says everywhere the air is haunted by unseen spirits and things. Serious side of witchcraft is conveyed by women unjustly accused, as here in a French film, The Sorcerers of Salem, based on Arthur Miller's The Crucible. Oh, so I guess this is, I don't know, a scene from a movie or something? Monarchy is a costly form of government, but loyal Britishers find it well worth the price. I don't... Oh, I guess I cut out some sentences, and I was planning to, like, cut words out and rearrange them to say strange things. Kind of like here. Like, you're just juxtaposing random sentences. America's best-selling smorgasbord of hate. And fight to kill your town today. Things like that. Like, I think that your town today, I think that originally came from some sort of advertisement that said, what if Jesus came to your town today? But then I just took those words by themselves and then juxtaposed them with the sentence, fight to kill. So you just completely change the context. Oh yeah, there was like a old like science magazine or something, and it had like a picture of an atom or something. New deadly virus spreading in America. What you need to know. Well, obviously I could like make some sort of mock disease warning where maybe I take that and then, I don't know, juxtapose it with this face. This is an infected person. Or maybe the person is the virus. Oh, this is something I glued, but I haven't applied anywhere. Some sort of advertisement with peanuts. Charlie Brown says, if you added up the money Falcon owners save on gas each year, what do you think it would equal? Lucy says something, but I pasted on top. Merchandise of death, Charlie Brown. The thing with Jello Biafra's alternative tentacles, like, every release he makes, he calls it virus number whatever. Like, if I bring back those spoken word albums, well, actually I have a couple of his. These are his, well, let me bring out one of his Dead Kennedys albums. Plastic Surgery Disasters / In God We Trust Inc. This combines the second Dead Kennedys LP with their EP, the EP where Nazi Punks Fuck Off comes from. In God We Trust Inc. is virus number 5, meaning it was their 5th release from Alternative Tentacles. And Plastic Surgery Disasters was virus number 27, which would be their 27th release. His spoken word albums, even says on the back, Virus 66 CD, like there in the corner. Then beyond the Gift Police, Virus 150. If evolution is outlawed, only outlaws will evolve. It says Virus 201. Never breathe what you can't see. Virus 300. And then Jello Biafra and the Melvins. Sieg Howdy. Virus 350. So I guess significant releases he'll release for like 100 or 50 or something. His most recent album, Tea Party Revenge Porn, which was an album he did about the first Trump administration. That one is Virus 500. And it actually has a COVID virus on it. Yeah, if I open it up. Yeah, look at that. It's smiling at you. Yeah. Give COVID a nice big hug. Yeah, I've been thinking, like, what if I came up with some sort of ridiculous way of numbering all the artwork I do, kind of like that. I'm not sure I would call them viruses. I actually asked Winston Smith that question, like, where did Jello get the idea to, like, call all of his releases viruses? And Winston said something like, Jello was probably forward-thinking, looking at, like, internet memes and things like that. Just, a way to label all the ideas and everything the Dead Kennedys did to, like, ideas that catch on with people and spread like a virus, basically. I guess Elon Musk would probably say that Jello Biafra and the other Dead Kennedys caught the woke mind virus, I don't know, back in 1978 when they first formed. I don't know. A little epilogue. A few months after I did this stream, in December 2025, I met Jello Biafra at an event in San Francisco, and I asked him directly how he got the idea of labeling all his records viruses, and he said it was just a random idea that occurred to him. So there's the answer straight from the horse's mouth. Thank you everyone for watching.